Let me look. Let me look, let me see. Hold on.
The Geegler.
Speaking of the giggler, I could do a little more progression on blueprints because last time we did stop it a little short, and we stopped it at a point where I got some sort of like huge revelation, huge puzzle, and we like speed ran stuff. Yeah, the eerie painting. So I think that might be a good thing because I do want to keep progressing. You had a nightmare about that painting. It wasn't that scary. It wasn't that scary. It was that the game had like some spooky ass ambiance going on, like audio wise, and then there was this like scratched up old painting. The painting itself wasn't spooky. It was like the wear and tear on it that made it like ominous, right? That's what did it. I also have some indie games I want to try out, but they're just in my cart, and we're gonna do them. I want to say on the weekend, but I think I might have a collab set up for the 4th. I'm not sure yet. If I don't have any collabs, I would like to do a game gauntlet because I haven't done any recently because a lot of the ones that I've wanted to try were like the demos weren't that good. They weren't rated that well, so I was just like, I'm gonna wait till I have some good ones. But now I have some good ones built up, so I want to do that maybe this weekend. If not, then next weekend. Collab? Yeah, I don't know yet. Most of the stuff that I have potentially set up is stuff with Matara. We definitely have something Friday. I don't even remember. There were just like 5 different collabs existing, so but I'll probably do this, then swap to the other game after, and then I might do Minecraft late tonight with her or something. We'll see how late she's going. Okay. Let's open the game. Let's open the game. I wish Blueprints had separate volume sliders for music and other things. I realize if I want to turn the eerie music down, I have to turn all game sounds down. So like I have this QBGM, I'm gonna turn it off, and then you're gonna hear eerie Blueprints music. Ooh. You know? I want to hear the sound effects, but then again, the little bits of ambiance and little bits of music are actually really important to like making an area feel significant when you walk into like a new one. So I get it. I get it. Okay, Pepe, Sylvia. Deep parts of the iceberg. Oh, the ice burglar. Oh, that's the title. That's the title. The ice burglar. We're just gonna do a little bit of this. A little bit of this. Okay, I'm opening the conspiracy board. Thank you for the hype train, by the way. Okay. Chat overlay is broken. You're right. Why isn't it working? Let me reload it. There we go. I was gonna put this up, but I'll leave it out actually. Okay. We're on day 60. Now, I want to say, we have gotten so much done in the number of days that have occurred in game. When I've talked to friends who are also playing this and like they're talking about their progression, a lot of them are like around where I am or were around where I was, but at like day 100 something. So I'm like, you know what? I really like this run. This is, all things considered, now that I have friends to kind of compare like how it's going to, we're doing really well. Okay, before we actually make any moves here though, before we do, we have some stuff to consider. Okay, we got a new set of clues. Okay, we got a new set of clues. It's a poem. I assume there's more to it than this, but Let's read it out. It says, in Ares court where the king now lays, which when we go below ground, we now have a new area that we can go to that has a picture of the old king. Okay. On the sacred hour, that time-worn phrase, will a youth approach with empty arms, without gifts nor gold nor mannered charms, and in sky above a brilliant sign, a sullen cross as 5 stars sign, a line, a patient figure, a reckoning great. The black key is lying with the last king of 8. So I could piece together some things here. I'm thinking in Ares court where the king now lays, obviously I think this is the area where we got these puzzles, right? Because we were looking at a painting of him at the back, the old king. I think it's him. And then we also saw his like tomb, right? Like a giant tomb with a casket inside of it. On the sacred hour, that time-worn phrase, I'm thinking this is a reference to 1:30, maybe? Because there are a lot of references to like 1:30 in other parts. And the sacred hour, there's that. There's also this. Where's my OG screenshot? There's that poem where when you take the first letter of each line and go downward, this one, so let's grab this and copy it and bring it over. There's one that says sacred, and it is a poem, so maybe like each of these is referencing something else, like each paper here. So on the sacred hour, that time-worn phrase. To get the thing I'm about to show you, we had to go up into the clock tower, right? There's a room you draft called the clock tower. You go up top, and then there's a piece of paper. And the word sacred, if we go down here, boom, this riddle was in the clock tower, and it says sacred. And then there's, the only thing that's important here is fourth. Other stuff might be important, but fourth is spelled wrong. Right? Fourth is spelled, dark days are the days coming forth. This grammatically should be the F-O-R-T-H, but for some reason it's the one implying the number 4. But it doesn't work right in the sentence. But it's spelled that way anyway, which means this is probably a clue. I don't know. And then it's using the Arindian symbol, which is on the king's casket that is being referred to here. So in Ares court where the king now lays, right? And we have his symbol on the casket. My beautiful drawing. On the sacred hour, that time or phrase, maybe it's referring to 1:30. Maybe you have to be there at 1:30. And then we have this poem, so maybe it's this. Then, will a youth approach with empty arms? A youth is probably the main character. Some MC for main character. Empty arms, no items, is my thought. Maybe I go there at 1:30. Maybe they're saying, like, go there at this time with no items. Maybe. Right? Without gifts, no gems, nor gold, nor mannered charms. I don't know what mannered charms would be. This could be like no keys, no gems, no gold. Right? So go in with nothing. So I think this is no items. I think it's both. And in sky above, a brilliant sign, a sullen cross as 5 stars align. I think they mean get. Yeah, no blessings, maybe. I think they're saying get the constellation of 5. Which is like when you get 5 stars in the observatory, it makes this cross. There's that. Then we have these. This is the one that I'm not sure. I have no clue. A patient figure, a reckoning great. The black key is lying with the last king of 8. This I don't know. Like, I don't have... So like, all this other stuff might work where, like, go to that location that we got these papers in. Have it be in-game 1:30. Don't have any items on you. No blessings. But you have to go get this constellation. Like, do a run, get this constellation, then go there with no stuff. A patient figure, a reckoning gate. Great. This one, gate. This one, I don't know. And then, the black key is lying with the last king of 8. I don't know if this is a clue to anything or if this is simply the last piece of paper telling me what I'm supposed to get. So at least I know this key is related to that chest, I think. That's my guess, the special chest that we found. So I'm looking at this and I'm like, if I'm correct, this means we have to do a run, which this would be crazy, but this means we would have to do a run where it's 1:30. It's 1:30 in game. Go to Oris's tomb. I think it's Oris. I don't know. The king's tomb. No items or money or goods, etc. No blessings. Have 5-star constellation on. So I have to have like all these things be true. And maybe it's just that. So like, I don't know. So if I don't pick up the money right now, I would have to spend my gems. I would have to like draft a couple rooms and try to get some gems spent right now. So let's just do that. Let's try to get rid of our gems. And like, so I won't pick up the key. So I'm gonna take this. I'm gonna take this. But I'm not gonna do the puzzle. I'm not gonna pick up anything. I'm just gonna draft rooms. Ooh. Observatory. And then let's see if we can get the 5-star. The cross. Shit. It would be the key, the boat, and the... I'll try it without... So here's the one that I need. Yeah, the Southern Cross. And it's 5 stars, right? And if you go here, it says, and in the sky above a brilliant sign, a sullen cross as 5 stars align. So this is definitely referring to the Southern Cross. 100%. So I'm like, do I have to do it? Secret passage. I'm gonna try it without that for right now, just cause. Just to try and go back down there with nothing. Let me just try to get rid of my gems at the very least. Throw them out. Or something. Hello, let me spend my gems. Okay. This music room lets us spend the gems. Okay. I have no gems, no keys, no items, no blessings. Okay. I got nothing. The only thing is I don't have the thingy they're asking for. Now, if I wanted to wait to in-game 1:30, this would take a bit. It would take a bit. But I want to go back down there just to see. It's through the castle, right? Okay. I just want to see. New hype train emotes actually might have some use cases. Let me see them. I think pack it up is cute. I like spit the truth is a good one. Down bad's a good one, but I hate the name of it being that. But actually, yeah, some of the hype train emotes have been getting better. I feel like the old ones are kind of shit, but a lot of the new ones are way better. Okay, this does stay open. So we did the castle thing. Okay. If anyone wasn't here last time, this is what we found. So we came down here. There's this little vestibule of sorts. We come in here and there's a portrait of an old king. There are 8 of these. So there's like one missing on either side. There are 8 of these, and we did the boxes. Okay, and then we have this, which is like definitely a tomb of an Arindian person, and we assume it is this king. So now I'm thinking maybe like if we do the right thing in this room, or we do what they're asking for, maybe this like lifts up and is a doorway. That's my best guess. What was the cast solution? Was it castle yourself? Yes, yes. I thought it was gonna be draft the room so we have like castling occurring in a corner, but it was not. It was castle yourself. It was. So if I do this, does this just give me the same thing? How did I do this last time? I think I did it like this. And then at some point... I swapped these, didn't I? I did it like this. Yeah, I did it like that. And I go here. I go like that. And then, and then, I don't remember. I want to solve one of these and see if we get the same papers or if we get something else. That's what I need. Keep missing large chunks of the puzzle progression between streams. I'm still hooked into the conspiracy. It's been so fun. It's actually been so fucking fun, man. I remember just using this to move these around. I think I had to do like... Let me think. We just need one black space at each corner. So pressing green moves it to the opposite side of wherever it currently is. Pressing pink makes it rotate all the things around it clockwise. Pressing black makes it take everything on its row and move it over one. And gray is nothing. Clicking it does nothing. Hold on, let's reset it. So we need to do... this. And then I move you over, and then I go like that. And then I bring you here. And then... Oh shit, almost. Like that. And then I'm gonna move you... No. No. I need you here. So you can go there. You're gonna rotate like that. And then you're gonna go here. And then you're gonna go like this. And then you're gonna go back together. And you're gonna go like that. You're gonna... No, because I need to bring you over here. Shit. Hold on. Oh, wait, I can. I can do it like this. Yeah. Okay. Let's see if this is the same clue as the first time. Okay. Okay, so if I solved all of these, they're gonna give me the same things. We have the old king here. My question is he the last king of 8? There are 8 things in here, and then there's a king. Are there other kings in this game? That's something I'm not sure of. And when I look at the riddle, what is a patient figure, a reckoning great? The black key is lying with the last king of 8. I guess they're just referring to this guy. They're referring to this king, right? I think. Because it seems like a lot of these riddles are sort of like in twos. Like they're 2 bits of paper kind of referring to the same thing. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Nearest court where the king now lays. Maybe I should just try. Maybe I should just try the thing that I was saying. Like where I go in there with no items, but I have to get the constellations. Maybe I should restart the day until I can get that constellation, right? I think that's what we do. I think that's what we do. I was looking at this poem. I think we go down the list. So we have everything but the Southern Cross. So we just try to get a couple days going, and we just try to do some shit in my humble bungalow. And we try to do that. I could like play these days full out and try to like get some other shit out of them, but I think I'd rather just focus on this one because it's new. Is there a patient figure somewhere in the room? I mean, it's that king, right? He's just like, they're calling him a reckoning great. I think they're just referring to him sitting there, right? I think. All right, let's try to draft our observatory. And I won't pick that up. Okay, bedroom. Love this game. It's been so good. It's been so rewarding. Okay, we buy the commissary. I need to spend 1 gem. Buy hallway. Let me buy a hallway. Let me buy an E. Kitchen. Okay. Okay. We've thrown them. Oh wait, no. We need a gem. We need a gem to buy the observatory. We needed to buy the observatory, so we actually just have to draft it. Give me observatory. Give me observatory. Okay. What the fuck's this? I don't want that. Oh my god. Okay. It's okay. We have other ways to go. He is just laying there. Yeah, he is. How many real life minutes? Ooh, observatory does it take to get to in-game 130, guys? I want to say we're not going to get it on this one, right? It doesn't have to be a... Oh. Yeah, none of this are my Southern Cross. Okay. And then we call it a day. I think it's on multiples of 5. Is what I'm noticing. I think you're guaranteed to get a certain thing in the mix based off of whatever, not what day you're on, but the multiple of like your star count, because it counts how many constellations you've gotten, or like how many times you've activated the observatory. So I think what it's doing, since this day here, if I drafted here, it would be a multiple of 5. I think that means we would get it on this one, right? I think it's at a 1-to-10 ratio. It feels like that. I just don't know if it actually is. Okay, den. I feel like we almost always get to place a den here. Could spend on a kitchen. Pantry. Okay. Let me get an Let me get an observatory, please. There's our kitchen. Electric eel aquarium, huge. Huge. And then... oh, fuck it, we'll just put the coat check here just because we can. Observatory, please. Observatory, please. Okay, we have to go the other way. Ugh. Whatever. Right when you need the most. It's always when you need the most, man. It's always like that. Observatory? Tunnel. Sure. Sure. We never draft the damn tunnel. Brain room. Okay, you know what? Let's activate our rook power over here. Let us redraw in the corners. Okay, I'll take a library. I wanted to see who was taking out what. I will do... I'll take the pool and then we go get the gem from the den. Because we need the gem to buy the observatory. But, my choices there were not so great. Not so good. The tunneler. Exactly, the tunneler. It's me. Okay, observatory. Huge observatory. Please. Please. Man. Just one. Just one observatory. Oh my god. I just want something simple. I'm asking for something real simple. I'm not asking for much. Okay. Okay. All right. Cool. Cool. Okay, I could coat check, uncoat check my master key, bring it here, and then re-coat check it if I need to. That's why I grabbed that. I was like, I might need this. I just might need that. Kennel, billiard. I have to do kennel here. There's just no choice. Hello, dog. Is it a different dog that's up every time like this? Oh, this one too. What does that mean? Okay, we have to grab the master key. There's also this. Which I thought might be referring to the castle puzzle. Like it's we're missing the S and the L and the E. Maybe? But I don't know. Okay, I need to where was it? Oh, it's here. I need to uncoat check my master key. Use it for those doors. And then before I go down to the bottom, if I even get to, I need to put it back here. Isn't that puzzle 3 letters across? It was. It was. So I'm thinking maybe that's the position. Right? That could be the position of another one of the letters. Because if you look, maybe there's C-A-S-T-L-E. Maybe this one's E-T on the bottom, right? Okay, I use my master key. Brother, please, please. I just need an observatory. I hate this. It's all terrible. It's all awful. This is still more chances if I try that. Observatory. Oh, they got. Okay, do I even get the 5 here though? Let's see. Oh. And then I click nothing else. Okay, it is on multiples of 5 then. I click on nothing else. I go code check the master key. And I go downstairs. Okay, so confirmed. I have the master key. I'm going to put this away. I'm going to have no items, no keys, no gems, no coins. I show up a poor man in front of the great king in his tomb. And I wait until 1:30 in game. And I just chill. I just sit there and I chill. And then that better fucking be the solution, because if not, I will have waited there for nothing. That'll fucking suck. Okay, item has been checked. I have nothing. Yes. The humbler. The humbler. You grab food for money and steps. Money for food and steps? Yeah, but then I have to spend all of it, and my allowance is 53. So it's not actually safe for me to do that. I will just go with my ultra limited steps. Wait, but if I get the key... Oh, you know what? No, it'll be fine. Because this is off... not off the property. This is outside of the house. So anything I do outside of the house, if I unlock it, it stays unlocked. I was going to say, oh my god, I have to draft that other type of room over there at the same time. But I think it's... I don't think I do. Because if I, like, break a wall down here or, like, open something, it should stay open. So if the key is down here like I think, because it sounds like the riddle's pointing to it, then I should be able to, like, get that unlocked so the key's here all the time, maybe? Which means I can use it the next time I draft treasure trove in the outer room, right? God, there's so much that has to align. Okay. Now we are here. I come to you, a poor man with nothing. And now I wait. Okay, now let me look. Blueprints. Time. That's still the time and date. Let me see. I'm looking for the scale. Time passing. Every day starts at 8 a.m. 5 minutes per in-game hour. Oh! I'm double checking, I'm seeing. Oh my god. Oh my god. Alright, let's watch a nice cat video or something. Let's turn down the spooky game music. Okay. I'm gonna put some text on the screen that says what we're doing. I hope this is the solution, because anything where waiting, if it doesn't work out, I'll be so sad. I'll be so sad. This better fucking be the solution. Alright, let's watch something nice. Let's Let's watch something good. Let me see what I got. Do another game of Mario Party with the girls again. Oh my god. Hold on, let me find something good. I kind of want to like watch Blueprint's content, but I also think it will probably spoil us on something, right? Let me see. IGN's Blueprints review. 10 tips spoiler free. No spoiler guide to drafting. So many no spoiler beginner's guides. Brother, just draft the rooms and learn how resources work. Ooh, Carnage has a video called "Should You Play Blueprints?" Ooh. Ooh. Let me look. What if we watch like a room 46 speed run? Ah, but what if they spoil something? What do you think? What do you think? How far along are you? Here. We're getting there. The draft strategy magazines are huge. I think it should have been available earlier in the game for people who were struggling. I'm one of the people who disagrees. I think this game is not hard to figure out, like, in how to draft well. Because it's like any simple deck builder. And I think people that don't get that just need to sit there and think about it. I think they walk up to a door and try to draft a room, and when they are up in front of that door trying to draft, that's when they think about strategy. I don't think they ever like press R, look at the rooms available to themselves, and just think and be like, you know what, I do want to try and draft 4 ways in the center a bit more. Or you know what, I do want to make sure I use up dead ends early where I can. Like, I don't think they just sit there and like think about best practices. You know what I mean? And that's just what they need to do. But that's what you do in any deck builder, right? So I think a lot of people trying to play this are maybe just not deck builder type folks. Or not even deck builders. A lot of other games have that too. So I think maybe that's just kind of what's like holding them back. All right, you know what? Let's not watch a Blueprints video. I just feel like as I'm like going through all of these thumbnails, they reek of like they're gonna show something crazy. They're gonna show something that we don't want to see, that we don't want. A lot of people focus too much on single puzzles rather than trying to use as much overall space. Yeah. Draft strategy had some big reveals though, like boiler room increasing RNG for power rooms. That's true. But you don't need to. Thing is, like, even stuff like that, I don't think about that and I still draft pretty well. Like, I'm not even min-maxing. You know what I'm saying? I also think people, they think about their next goal and they're like, I'm trying to draft for that goal. When really you should have a list of goals and you try to just draft well in general to get to the last room. And while you're doing that, if an opportunity comes up where you might try to be able to go for one of those goals, then like midway you decide to do that, right? Like just try to draft well. And then if you happen to get the boiler room, you're like, okay, now I'm thinking about power strategy, right? That's how you should do it. You shouldn't be like day one, I'm starting my run, I have 1 room, nothing drafted, I'm gonna go for power strat. You know what I mean? So I think yeah, they're not used to doing things off of probability. They're just going for like a specific goal. That's what I'm seeing. Okay, let's do don't fucking talk to me right now. Don't fucking talk to me right now. It's 1:30 in game. Oh. Oh. What the fuck is this? Okay, we have a clock. We have 8, of course. We have a button, 1:30. It's at 1:30 right now. We have north, west, south, east. Oh, this must be the relation. This is why that thing had... Hold on. This is why. Right? Because we were just talking about this. On the sacred hour, that time-word phrase, sacred hour. Same symbol. Southward, I see a swan. Westwardly winds. Rogue like the moon in the north. Eastward. Then forth.
The GEEGA.
There's no way it's not this. Okay. Okay, so what can I do here? Rewind or wind? And the press button. Okay, southward, I see a swan. Ashen like sands of the shore. Carried by westwardly winds. Press this button. 142. And west. I don't know if this is correct. Press this button. I don't know. The north. Press this button. Then east. Press this button. I did on the words. No. Let's bring it back to 130. But I could wind this to any time. Southward I see a swan. Carried by westwardly winds. Rogue like the moon of the north. Eastward I see a crow. Dark are the days coming forth. F-O-U-R-T-H. What if it's like we have to start at 4? What if I have to go 440? This would be 442. No, 440. Then 455. Then 410. Then 425. No. I think you need to press in a specific order rather than find the correct time. Yeah, it's probably the correct time, but like... I don't know. Let's start back at 1:30. Yeah, maybe it's just time of death or something. Castle, sacred, southward I see a swan, ashen like the sands of the shore, carried by westwardly winds, rogue like the moon in the north, eastward I see a crow, dark are the days coming forth. This is... it has to be like I just press the button when I lock in one time. But I'm being given... I'm being given 4 clues. In the Ares court, the king now lays sacred hour. No, I don't. I think that's related to what I already did. This has to be something else. Like, how would I use... How would I know from this? Or is this actually the clue? Can you show the note again? Yeah. Let's go back to it. So there's this. The only other thing I can think of is like the castle, where it said castle here. Let's copy this and move this over. I think this is probably related, because we never found out what this was. I think these have to be related to it somehow. What about... So what do we have that gives me... Ooh. Hear me out. The ways we could try to fill out castle here. Why do you think the clock tower scrap is related to this specifically? Sacred, spelled out here. There's a word sacred referring to the sacred hour here. So they're talking about the sacred hour. Fourth is still said here, and there are 4 cardinal directions listed. And then the Arindian symbol is here, which was also on top of this whole thing, this thing that lifted up. I think this might be related because this is still an unsolved thing. But hear me out. We also had the cat thing. Do I have a screenshot of it? Maybe I need to fill this out. Let me find a picture of where I found it. Cat would be like adding a T to the bottom somewhere. Hold on. I'm going through my screenshots from the other day until I can find this fucking thing here. So we were thinking this is related. So if I go to the next row down, I think that is something. Now hear me out. Remember when we were looking at something that had letters going across and down? I see a letter. It's been a long time. I know it's been a long time since we've stared at this shit. Where the fuck is it? Where is it? Where are you? Where's my post-it note? You remember the grotto post-it note? Remember how I was aligning it with another thing? Where's my classroom shit? Where are you? The board is getting too big. The board is getting too big. It's here. Here. This. Okay. Think of this. Grid-like letters. Grid-like letters. Grid-like letters. Right? 6. Tor? Are we torrenting something? Okay. Am I crazy? Okay, and then we have the post-it note that has a space. Remember when I was lining these up and you guys were like, "You're insane." Remember when I did this like day fucking 1? Where is it? There's a spot on this board where I went in. I went crazy. I went crazy. Where's the post-it? I think I repressed it deep down. You. Remember when I was overlaying this with this and I was like, what? Why do these match up? Remember? Do you remember when I said, why do these match up? Well, what if? Right? We were thinking it was binary. But what else do I have? That gives me anything in here. Where's the R in lore coming from? Is this... Oh, no, it was here. It was here. Oh, okay. Yeah, I was like, what the fuck is the lore? It's here. It was Tor. So... I don't know what this would be. Okay, hold on. Now we have to scour. I'm not sure. Nothing else. I'm not recalling anything else that we have. So now we have to really think. We used this already. We have this already. I don't think it's any of these. Oh, this was where I did it. This is where I did it. I thought it was related to the microchips. We have these. These are nothing related. That was the clock puzzle here. We have, we think that means water. We have the translations. It doesn't look like it's Arajan. It's not like any of the words we have. I guess lore is there a bunch. I don't have confirmation that that's actually a thing though, but it could be. Oh, you know what? It could be. Remember I wrote down this? Et means east. Remember they gave us a clue somewhere that et meant east, but it wasn't on any of these. It was somewhere else. It was this. The eastern something, and then it says et Aries Yenna. And then there was another spot where we saw et, and we were able to learn that et meant east. And then we know lore means word. What if this is lore et? I'll put in yellow for maybe. But I don't know. I don't have anything that would... Like, I don't have any visual stuff, I don't think, that, like, would fill that out. So that's a big guess. Nothing on any of these. I don't recall anything weird on these. Do that, delete it. We know what this is now. My worksheets. I don't think any of the notes or logbooks had anything that were related. This guy's notes were a little crazy. This me? No. Maybe. I feel like I'm missing something for this. There's 1:30, the sacred hour. So we figured out the sacred hour thing like a long time ago. Still that denoted in verse, which I'm still not sure of. Say, why was my message deleted? I don't want chat to help me. I don't want you to say things. It's one thing if you know nothing and it's just conjecture, whatever, but like, I don't want you to say things if you really think it might be the solution, because if I don't think of it and then you say it, then I'm just like getting chat help, which is not my goal. My goal is to sit here and suffer until I figure it out. There's this one as well. XYZ ABC. Major Nicholas Key. Oh, we got Bowley. Okay. There's got to be something. Oh my god. Wait. 6. ID. Right? Oh, maybe that means there's a D here. ID. Oh, I was picture Hawk there because he called me while I was playing this game. And we were looking at his hair. Dude, brother. He said it spells idiot. What the fuck? Take that. Oh my god. X. Oh my god, dude. Dude. We're actually okay, tinfoil hats, but we're actually finding shit. It's all this little grid. I don't know if I have anything else, but now that we found that one, now I'm like, what else do I have? Right? What else do I have? I don't know. This is huge. What other stuff has seemed like a whole lot of nothing so far? What was this? It's a letter to Simon from Dad. Herbie. I don't know. This was thing on there. It's pump room. MCCXIII, that's 7, so I don't think that's anything. I feel like I'm missing something. Could you imagine if you didn't do the evidence board? If I didn't have this board out. Oh, I'd be so cooked. What if it's like classroom stuff specifically? Right? Because there's some stuff that seems Arajan, and then there was this mathematics worksheet. I have my algebra worksheet. Branson, Zach Kraft. Trey Matrunk. Remember Trey Matrunk? How many... We got to classroom 8, right? Was this classroom 8? Do I have what I need, or am I missing something? Word last Yenna, first word water. I don't have a section that's like just school stuff. You have the history worksheet as well. But nothing looks like arranged in that same sort of way, right? Where it's like a grid. I don't know. I feel as if we've gone from the clock onto a different string entirely, and I love it. It's definitely, yeah, no, I'm on a different track now, but I think this feels right. I mean, some of these are actual words. Laurenette? Like this, if this is true, this is east, and this is word. Did Tor mean anything? Hold on. Was that a translatable thing? Lore word. No. But Tor is the one where we're certain of that R. We are. Where am I going? Okay. What the hell is CI something? AD something 6. Maybe we've got like add 6. I don't think that doesn't feel right. Something word east. Does the cat in between the blocks mean anything? No, where the cat is, it would be like these, which this I have a direct clue to. This I have a direct clue to. Like anything that's red, I'm 100% certain of. Ones that are yellow are like me guessing because these two are similar to words that we know exist in Eurasian, which makes me think that this maybe is Eurasian, but I don't know what it means yet because I don't have any notes in Eurasian, which makes me think of her ladyship's diary. So what if I need to like open her diary to read more Eurasian shit and get more potential words? Does she say Tor anywhere in here? Or L. No, I don't see Tor anywhere. So I replaced whatever words I could with English words, and then anything that I can't translate yet is just left in their language. So in Eurasian, we don't have that many words. Where'd you get the first T in et? There you go. C-A, C-A, right? And you go over and down, over and down. And with like block height, this feels about right. S-T-L-E, right? Like that. It could be here, if et is even the word that I'm thinking of here. This is why it's written in yellow, because I'm not 100% sure, but it like contextually makes sense. Because Tor is not a word we've got in English. This is probably in Eurasian, but I don't know what it means. These are two words in Eurasian that I do know what they mean, so if this is probably Eurasian, because anytime we see a random short word that we don't know what it is, it turns out to be Eurasian, then these are probably also. So this is guessing. These, I don't know. All I can think of is this could say add 6. C-I, I have no clue. I have no clue. I can't... Let me think. Is there any other stuff that I had that was like... Needs some torque. Well, the only thing is lore meaning word. Like, why would this... How does this relate? Word east. I'm not sure. Any other 5 digits in the clue canvas? Why would 5 digits be relevant? We're looking for, I'm assuming 6 letters. You don't like that it says idiot? Idiot. It's gotta be something. I think we're missing something because these, I don't know if these are right, and these two, I don't know what these would be. We did have ID though. On this passport of all things, this was something, and we to this day had no clue. So this makes sense. I think maybe I need her ladyship's diary to learn more Eurasian. And then what else is a loose end? not sure. Let's try to make sense of it, and let's assume. This is a tough one. This is a really tough one. This is real. I feel crazy as I'm doing it, but then as I piece it together, it actually fits. Anything that actually fits has turned out to be correct in this game. You know, we were staring at this for hours the first, like, day or two that I played this game. This shit, too, was torturing me. Something, add 6. Thing is, I don't know if this is add. Something, word, east. And then how would this relate to this, right? And is it related to these? Southward, I see swan. Then my thought is maybe like, maybe this is saying like southward. Word means toward it. W-A-R-D. Southward means toward in the direction of south. So what if that's the direction we have to turn on here, right? So the first thing it says is, let's say it starts at 1:30. Southward, I see swan. Maybe whatever time we're supposed to go to, we head southward. So maybe I would turn it clockwise. If it's like, no matter where it is on the clock, since we start here, we turn southward, right? Then it says carried by westwardly winds. Let's say it was 2 o'clock. Then I would say, okay, whatever the next thing is, maybe I would head this way because west is to the left of it. It's counterclockwise. Then north, then eastward. Rogue like the moon of the north, then eastward I see a crow. Dark are the days coming forth, F-O-U-R-T-H. I think these are still linked, but I don't think this gives me the actual times. I can get rid of this text. Oops. Right? So I think this is saying southward first, then westward, then toward the north, then eastward. Right? Because this order, south, then west, then north, then east. You can't do this in order of cardinal directions, right? It's always like never eat soggy waffles or NWSE. It's always that order depending on where you start, right? This goes south, then west. Actually, no, it does. South, then west, then north, then east. It says go in a circle. Never mind. I don't know. But yeah, north says north, but not northward or northerly. So maybe we skip that one? But it says fourth, F-O-U-R-T-H. Fuck, that has to be related, though. Has to be. It works like a combination lock. That's what I'm thinking. Right? Like it's like one, two, what were combination locks? It was like, turn to the right, like clockwise first, hit a number. Then turn to the left, hit a number. Then to the right again, and pass it once, and then hit the number, right? Oh, I haven't used it in 1,000 years. I don't know. Maybe it's something like that, like combination lock. This is so hard. I feel like I'm missing something. Is there anything else in the clock? No. I don't think so. Okay, we have the I mean, it's not the blueprint, but it's like almost. What say you, Mr. King? I have nothing, like, if this gives me an order, I have nothing that gives me a starting number. That's the only thing I'm not sure of. It is the letter grid, but empty, which is why I think the castle thing is now doubly confirmed, right? C-A-S-T-L-E. Right? That's on both sides. So that has to be, like, this, that has to be it. So if we look back, I think this is gonna be add 6. We have a number 6. So we do have a number confirmed. I don't know what Tor means. Lore means word. Et east. You assume starting would be sacred number? Yeah, I mean, we're starting, it's at 130 right now in the game, which is 130. Oh, sorry, you can't even see what I was doing this. I was saying, we have 6 confirmed and then question marks on Tor. Something, 6 something word east. What is CI? Wait, okay, so I'm thinking, okay. Assumption here. This has to be add 6, right? What if this is a starting number? Remember how we've seen Roman numerals before, right? We've seen Roman numerals before, and we've never found a reason to use them. Why would this be here? Is this related? What if the C is 100, right? What is M? I don't remember. Roman numerals. Yeah, that'd be 100. M is 1000. So what year do we have here? M is 1000, 100, 100, and then 13 is what we've got here. So what if this is 100? It's like 1 o'clock. This is a 1. If it's like this, what if it's like 102? Or what if it's like that and it's like 105? What if it's like that and it's like 109? Right? That, 104. It has to be, yeah, it has to be potential, an I, or a V, or an X. If it's a Roman numeral, but C is the, like, the only thing that's confirmed here, and the I. So it's either 1, or it could be like 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 5, like 115 maybe? What if it's like type that in and then add 6 to it and then hit it and then Tor lore et whatever the fuck that is? Because someone said something earlier, like, could it be like a combination lock? When you do combination lock, you do 3 different numbers, right? Then when we look here, remember we're saying north doesn't say northward. So what if we say no north, southward, westward, eastward? Okay? So we start on 130, we go southward to the first one, then add 6 westward to whatever the second one would be, and then eastward to whatever the fuck this means. Right? Is that insane? Is that insane, or is that it's telling you to play Civ? Well, what if we brute force this? Not brute force it, but we try each of these. Let's try like 102 first. Okay. So let's go southward, which would mean this way. Oh, wait, that doesn't work because it turns over to 2. Shit. What do the directions mean then? Are they related? Why would they be written on here? I don't know. See, one is 120, or rather 120. Yeah, it could be 120. Let's try 102. Okay, that did nothing. What if I do 120? That did nothing. What if I do 122? Because it could be 122. Nothing. Okay, let's do CIV. That's 4. 1, 4. Nothing. What if I do 140? 140 would land on this. Nothing. IV, what if it's 15? 115? Nothing. Okay. Let's try X. Let's try 109. Nothing. And then 119, 119. Nothing happens. None of those do anything. So the question is, would I even get feedback if one of these was right? Would it make a sound, or would it not do anything unless I'm 100% correct? I don't know. Remember you discovered another set of letters? Just refer to which ones you're talking about if I have the screenshot of it, because there's so many sets of letters. There's so many. There's so many. Would 140 be CXL? Yeah, but I'm doing it like if it's each digit or something. You know what I mean? If it's like a combo lock, it would probably give feedback. Well, combo locks don't. You just like turn and nothing happens. Then you turn to the next number, nothing happens. Turn to the third number, nothing happens. But suddenly you're able to pull it down. Like the mechanism doesn't make much sound, nor do you feel if it's correct. Otherwise, that would make them all easy to all easy to, like, forge the answer to. So, I don't know. Not sure if clockwise or counterclockwise. Well, no matter what, it starts me here at 130. It starts me here, so I have to start by going back if it's one of these. Or if it's 140, then I would go here. So that's why I'm not sure. That's why I'm not sure. I don't know. Yeah, you said if it's like a combination lock, I think you'd have to get all the numbers right. Yeah, and I don't know if we're overcooking on it being like a combination lock. Near the old sigil book, I think it was a screenshot in the mining tunnels. Let me see if I have anything like that. In the mining tunnels? I had this book. You mean like later, or like the first ones you find, like this area? I have these logs. Oh, 102. We do have the numbers on the logs, maybe. They have the maps. Oh. Wait, we do have the times that they did stuff. We have 105, 110. Decoy car. 124. $136. Is it that? They're not the same as the directions. We have west, north, east. We don't have anything to the south if we're going off of the clock directions. Maybe? It's saying like, whoops, I moved away from it. It's saying like southward first. So maybe we go southward and the first one is 136. Press E. And then northward, which is closer to 105. Press E, and then 110. Press E. Nothing. Now if it's a combination lock, we would do like 136, then 105. Then I would go all the way around once. But then that brings me to 210 and not 110. I hit E. Okay. Okay, that ain't it. Oh, I am forgetting 124. You're right. 124, I guess, is southward. So maybe I skip north, right? Because it goes south, then west, then north, but it doesn't say word, and then east. So maybe I go... South would be 124. Then west. But that's 136. So if I go this way, it changes to 12. Like if I go westward, it changes to 12. So if the next one's 136, then I have to go this way. Which doesn't feel like it's following the directions well. And then we skip north and we're gonna go east, 110. Would we say... Okay, the directions say... Like, if the clock north is here, then I think this is north. And if clock west is here, then I would think that this is west. Maybe the Roman year is the starting point, or rather starting time? I don't know. Okay, so let's copy this over, because there's some possibilities. Let's put them into the same spot. So maybe this. And then, oh no, we have the year over here already. The year just has 1,100, 113, so maybe 113 could be... Okay, so possibilities. I don't know. Also, it's almost 7. I have to go do a thing. Chat, if Edgar's, like, already starting the thing and he's not delaying it, tell me. If it's, like, happening on time, tell me. Just nothing he ever does happens on time. 113. Start, question mark. I don't think it would be that, because then we can't get 13 out of this. We would need 3. And this is clearly, like, this is our end-all be-all thing, because the sides of this have this grid. Right next to my head here. So... You know... So this castle, this puzzle that says castle has to be, or the cipher, whatever you would call it, this grid, has to be the end-all be-all. What's on the back? Nothing. When subtracting, I can only go before V with numerals. I can go before X as well. It could be I, which would be 102. It could be IV 104, or it could be IX 109. And that's if this is even what this is. What if this is a random Irasian word? So I think most likely starting number would be 102, 104, or 109. Right? It would have to be one of those. And then if we add 6, that would mean the next one would be 108, 110, or 115. And then what the fuck is Tor Lorette? Also L for 50 and CIC would be 199. Maybe 50 would that make it 49? Is that even a thing? CIL? 199 is impossible because that's not a time, right? We're putting this into the clock. Remember lore was in a new clue too? Was it? A new clue. Remember when we were like, it's the detective. And I have all my zoomed in bits. Yeah, this is when we found out we had to blow up the sun. Record each stop. Admin key. Yeah, I don't think Lord was here at all. I think you're entirely misremembering. I think you're completely wrong, unfortunately. I think you're literally wrong. It's on the blackboard. Is it? Oh, this one. Jor equals name. Lore. Ah, you're right. I think you're entirely right. Yeah, but we already knew this. So this doesn't help me because I literally already wrote here that lore could mean word. Because we also literally know this because it's here, so that doesn't tell me anything. You've told me nothing new. We already had that written down from 2 other sources. 49 Roman numerals XLIX. Yeah, because it has to be in order, right? Like, okay, yeah. So this has to be. I think the first 2 then have to be these. And I'm not averse to leaving the 1 hour range. It's just that the first thing we have is a C and an I, and if this is Roman numerals like I think it is, then this has to start with 1. Papa's delaying by 30 minutes. Thank you, thank you. Add 6. Tor Lorette, something east. Maybe we just, that's when we go eastward. Roman numerals is red herring. Shut the hell up, bitch. Shut up, bitch. I think it's right. What? Give me another word that starts with CI. Give me a word in English that starts with CI and ends in 1 letter. Go find it. Go find it. Civ, that's not a full word. It's shortened. We have several full words here. It's not going to be anything that's, you know, Sid. Yeah? Yeah, Sid. Okay. What does that have to do with numbers? It's not that. This game is both, like, cryptic and also not that complex. Like, the individual things, they are not going to require people to go and research words that they've never really seen much or anything like that. Like, this game doesn't do that to you, which is why I know that's a little bit of, like, a meta usage to figure this out, but it's not going to be that. Process of elimination, yeah. But now I have my potentials for the first to try. I have my potentials for the second to try, and they would all be, like, in this order, related to each other. But what would the third thing be? Tor Lorette. Something word east. right? Go to the word east. Yeah, I'm thinking maybe it's the direction, but to what ending number? Unless you mean the number on the clock, which is 125. We could do that. Maybe. You have any hints but not spoilers? No hints, no. Nope. So my original thought was that it was this. Like, whatever we start on, I was thinking these were the directions. So if, like, we start on a number, then if it says westward, then we turn toward whatever, however we need to go to the west, like, whatever the closest route is, we go in that direction. So I was thinking it was telling me when to go clockwise versus counterclockwise. So that's the only thing. Yeah, sacred for 130. Yeah. I think it's this though, because it's pretty blatant to me that this being on the side is telling me just follow this. Because I'm gonna be honest, this game has worked like that this whole time. So it has to be this. Toward? Maybe towards toward? Or turn. I'm gonna guess that this means toward? Question mark? Or turn? Question mark? Turn word east. Okay. So let's try it. 102, then 108. So okay, so the first one I have is 102. Then 108, because we had 6. Now if I turn it east... 125? No. What's my second one? Also, what if it's... Okay, the other thing I'm not sure of is, like, what if it's on the... I think it's on the word east. Not on the 5. Because all of these, like, north here, this is on the word. Right? You can land this on the word specifically, rather than the number next to it. So I think it's the word. So let me try this again. 102. And then 108. And then 126. But yeah, that's what I'm thinking counterclockwise because of the like combination lock idea. And then the riddle says southward, then westwardly, or like the moon of the north, then eastward. So my thought on this now, the reason why I think this is giving me a combination lock kind of thing is it says southward, boom, westwardly, boom. Then it says north and eastward. So what if north and eastward is saying like go to north and then head like eastward again, so it ends up being, we end up like this, right? Instead of just going straight to it. Because when you do a combination lock, you do that. You do a whole roundabout. And all of my combinations before this start here, so I'd have to pass them if I went this direction. Whereas if I go straight to 126, I don't pass them. So if it's like a combination lock, I would pass them, right? So let me try that. So I think it would be 102, then 108, and then like don't pass north. 1226. No. Okay. Second one. 104. Then 110. Don't pass it. 1226? No, and then let's try with 126. 104. 110. Hold on, I'll move this for you. And then let's go straight to it. 126. No. Okay, the next one is 109. 109, then 115. See, this one makes sense because then if I go north, and then around to east. Like I have to hit north, whereas the others ended before it, so I'd have to pass it or something, or not pass it. You know, see what I'm saying? Like this one's different. So 109, 115. If I don't pass it, 126? No. Okay, now we're gonna do the last one. 109, 115, pass north, eastward, 126. No! Oh! The puzzler! The puzzler strikes again! The puzzler strikes!
The Geegler.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
The Geegler.
It was a little brute forcey because I wrote out all the possibilities. Okay? Let's be honest. It was a little brute forcey because we guessed. I still don't know what the fuck this is. I just figured Ed was real. I don't know why. I don't know what this is. Fuck if I know. I'm sure we're gonna find clues later that are gonna make that make sense, but we just tried to fill all these in because what the hell else would C be if it says this as a number and then add 6 to it? And then we brute force through these and tried turning both ways. Ew. What is it though?
Wow.
The Royal Key of Aries, a key crafted from infused Second Era gold and soot black onyx, adorned with the original insignia of the Aries family crest.
I thought you were talking straight nonsense that whole time, not gonna lie.
No. No. Missing hint was in the cloister on the back of the statue. Oh, did I take a picture of that? I don't know that I took a picture of that. Or if I think I took a picture of it, I don't know if it's on my board. I don't know, man. I'll look later. I don't think it's on the board. I think that's why I was like, I'm really missing something. Okay, well, fuck. I need to put the key in the hole. Can you save the key with the remaining steps? I don't think I need to because this is outside of the house, and anything I've unlocked outside of the house stays. Even without the cloister hint, you got the castle instruction. Very well done. Wait, is the cloister hint telling me to castle my ass? Because I've just decided to try castling myself in multiple ways. I thought originally the castle thing was that I had to draft rooms like this. And or like this. At first I just put these next to each other and I went like, oh, seeing if they would swap, but they don't. So then I thought I had to draft rooms, you know, castled. But I was able to, that day, you know, have all the pieces on the board and have them all be valid, so I decided to castle myself. So I made myself king and then rooked myself, and it worked. Which is why I'm currently the rookler. The hint was just more letters to cipher. Okay. Jesus Christ. Let's see if we could draft the shrine with our remaining 7 steps, because I really need the shrine now. I really need that. But I also kind of want to leave it for the next day. Not the next day, like the next stream, you know? Want to know where the other unused hints for this puzzle were other than the cloister one? No, I want to find them. I want to find them. Like, there are clearly some notes or something that I'm missing. But I think I had all the ones that gave me enough context to be able to figure that out, or at least to figure out like what combinations I should try. I think assuming that it was like a combo lock off of the direction note was the best thing. Papa says dinner time. I'll be there soon. Don't worry. I just need to do this first. Yeah, assuming the directions, because it said southward, westward, then north, then eastward. Like that gives me a solid hint. Was this 11 or 9 coins for the monk? Oh wait, I need to get my coins. Fuck, I barely have steps. Shit. 13. Oh my god, we're not gonna make it. We'll have to draft it tomorrow. I'm not gonna make it. Or am I? Yeah, I'm not gonna make it. I'm not gonna make it. I don't have steps. That's okay, we can just do it another day. And I pass out outside. Oh. Oh. Oh, they said the board was crazy. Dude. So now I'm like, what the fuck is this? This all makes sense to me now, kind of, but what the fuck is that? That part's getting me. That part's getting me. Okay, we have an event we have to go to. So this event is gonna be on my alt channel, which means I'm gonna raid myself. Okay. All right. I'm just gonna raid myself. I'm gonna go live on my... Oh, St. Holly! Cute! I'm gonna go live on my alt channel, and we're gonna go to a dinner in GTA. We have a funny little event that we're doing, so I'm gonna get on there very quickly. Very quickly. Raid message, whatever the hell you want. All right? I'll see you. I'm gonna hit stop streaming right here, and I'll see you